Hello and welcome to the Daily Gas for July 14th, 2024, called The Very Little Caterpillar by Philip Newman. Normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply in each grid. Gatai, some cells appear in more than one grid. The rules of both grids apply to these cells. Cages are a reminder for the region borders in one of the grids. So we've seen kind of something similar to this before. We saw it actually kind of recently. We saw it a little while ago, back with the Matryoshka Sudoku, but that was kind of building on like smaller Sudokus building into larger ones, like a 4x4 up to an 8x8 or a 9x9. And this one, this one has us just with four 6x6s. And I'm assuming this was inspired by the stream on Memerister's channel, where him and a bunch of other people were setting 6x6 Sudokus to build a caterpillar just like this, but I think probably a little bigger, which is why this is called the very little caterpillar. So probably in the future, I'm going to have to take a look at that caterpillar and go through that solve. I think that could be a fun stream just going through all those different puzzles, but at least for the time being, we are just going to stick with this one. So, what's going on here? Well, you see this little cage indication? All it's telling us is these four cells, even though they don't look like they're part of this yellow grid here, they are. The same thing here. Just because it doesn't look like it's part of the white grid, it is because of the cage symbol, the same over here. So if this is 1 here, then it's 1 in both of the grids. So in the first grid, it looks like it's just a classic. The second grid has our ratio pairs, where digits and cells separated by a black dot must have a ratio of 2 to 1. So a ratio of 2 to 1 just means that one value is twice that of the other. So 1, 2, 2, 4, and 3, 6, where 5 will never be on a black dot here because 5 when multiplied or divided by 2 do not yield normal Sudoku digits. Then we have our next grid, which has our arrows. So digits along arrows must sum to the circled total. So if we put, for example, a 4 here, let's just say, then we could put 1 here, 3 here, or maybe 3 here, 1 here, or even double 2, as long as these two digits sum to 4 and don't break Sudoku. Then finally, in the third grid, we have our thermo. Digits along thermometers must strictly increase from bulb to tip. So, as you move from the bulb to the tip, in this case tips of the thermometer, the digits must increase. That means that this digit will be greater than this digit will be greater than this digit, so on and so forth up the line for each of the thermometers in the grid. And that's it. Those are the rules. Let's jump right into it. All right. So, starting here, 4 right off the bat, very easy, gives us 4 here. Then 5, this will be 5, 3, 6. Well, 6 fairly obviously goes there. 3, 5, that makes this 6, 5. Then 1, 2 doesn't look resolvable. 2 down here is, this is 1, 3, so this is 4. 4, 3, 5, there we go. 5 with 4. And then this is 1, 1, 3 is resolvable. 3, 1. 4, 2, 4 goes there. Then 1, 6. Not quite resolvable. 1, 5, 6 down the column. This must be 1. Oh, of course, because of the 2, the 1, 2. That's what we were missing. 6, 5 here. Then here's a 1. Then what is it that we were missing here? 1, 3. So can we do better? We're missing 1, 2, which is resolvable. 1 gives us 1, gives us 3, and then finally 3, 6 to finish off the first grid. Now we have to use this information here to help us with this. So 4, 5 Not immediately seeing how that works. Ah, I said 5 can never go on a black dot, right? So this cell's on a black dot in both of these. So where does 5 go in this column? 5 must go here. Now the question is, where does 5 go in this column? Well, it can't go here by Sudoku, can't go here by black dottage, so this must be the 5. And then what are we missing? We're missing 3, 6, 4. 3, 6 are that pair, so this must be 4. 4 needs 2. Now 1, 3, 6. 6, 6, 3. So technically, by by assuming that Philip has set a unique puzzle, we could technically say we know that this can't, because we know this must be 3, 6, we know that this also can't be 3, 6, because then technically you could just flip-flop those back and forth and still have a valid pattern, 3, 3, 6, 6, or 3, 3, 6, 6. However, we don't use uniqueness to solve, so just a cool little thing to note, but nothing too special. 5 gives us 5 here. 5. All right. Well, we know this can't be 3, 6. So it must be 1, 2, or 2, 4. Hmm. 4, 5 says that this must be 3, 6, or 1, 2. You know that 2 has to go here, but 2 in either of these cells works fine. 1, 3, 6. Neither of these can be 3 because then they would be 6. So this is 3. So now we know the order 6, 3. This has to be 1, 2 now. With the 4, 5, this must be 6. And we shouldn't be able to quite resolve this yet, but we'll keep the 1, 4 in mind. Now, 6, 5, 1. 1, 2, 6, 3. 1, 2, 6, 3. All right. 4, 2, 3. This can't be 3, so this must be 3 with the 4, 2 pair here. So this can't be 6, 3. This must be 1, 2 with 6, 3 here. Still, somehow, we're struggling to get that last thing. 4, 5, 5, 4, 5, 5, 4. 4, we need 1, 6, 5, which we have exactly a chocolate teapot. So 4, 5, 6. This can't be 5 or 6, so this is 4. Does that help? It should for 1, 2, 3. Could this be 2? No, so it must be 3 with 6, 2 here. Now we can resolve the chocolate teapot, 1, 5. And before we move on to this box, of course, we should finish up over here. This is 5, this is 1. And finally, we need our 2, 4, and we're done with this box. So we'll move on to the next one. 1, 4, 5, 3. 2 or 6. Can 6 go here? No, because at most this can be 6. So this must be 2 with 6 here. 4, 3, 6. So 2, 1 would be 3. 2, 2 would be 4, which is fine. It can't be 2, 4. So does can it only be 4? Sorry, can this only be 4? I think it has to be. I think it has to be 4 with 2. Maybe I've missed something, but 5, 1. Because 5, 1 have to go here, this can't be 5 because this being 1 would require this to be 3. 5, 3 is 8. That is too big. So this is 1, 5 here. At a minimum, this is 3. That would make this 4. It can't be that. It can't be 5, so it must be 4 to give us 5. 4. No. We're missing 3, 6. So if it's 3, then this is obviously also 3. If it's 6, then this is obviously also 6. But I don't see... I don't see it there. 4. 1, 3, 4. How do we do that? Well, 3 would require a 1, 2 pair, which works fine. 6 gives us a little bit more leeway. This could be 1, 2, 3 here. All right, what are we missing? 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. Is one of those more restrictive than the other? This is 1, 2, 6. Ah, well, sorry. Obviously, where does 6 go? 6 must go here. With a 1, 2 pair here, says at minimum, this will be 3 or 4. So 1, 3 breaks, 1, 4 works. 2, 3, 5, and 2, 4 breaks. Actually, this always has to be 5. There we go. So it's either a 2, 3 pair or it's a 1, 4 pair. 2, 3 or 1, 4. Can we do better? Probably 1. 1 by Sudoku. That's easy. Now 3, 4. 6, 1. Oh, this can't be 1. This can't be 1 by Sudoku, so this must be 1. 6. And 6, 5 doesn't work. So this must be 6 here. That means this is 2 or 3. It must be 3, which makes this 2. Which makes this 1, makes this 4, makes this 3. 3, 1. It must be 3, 1 with 4, because otherwise we need 6. And we're slowly working our way through it. It's kind of it's kind of funky to think about, but like I said, slowly but surely we're making it through. 5 is going to go here. We're still missing 2 and 4 and 3. And then to finish us off, we still need 3 here and 6 here. And then now over here, let's see what we've got. We need 2, 4. 4, 5, 6 would break, so this must be 2 with 4 here. That always forces this to be 1, 2. We have options. This is 3, 4. It definitely can't be 6. So this is 3 or 4. Can this be 6? No. So here's something interesting. If you ever tried to place your minimum digit, in this case 1, on a thermometer, like it had to go on this thermometer, it would always have to go in the bulb, because if it went up the thermometer, then you need digits less than 1 down the thermometer. In the same way, whatever your maximum is, in this case 6, then if you try to place 6 down the thermometer, not in the tip, then you need a digit greater than 6. So where does 6 go? 6 must go here because it can't go on any of these thermometer squares. Then we have 3, 4, and then, okay, 5, 2. This obviously can't be 2 because then it'd be 2, 1, 0, so it must be 5 with 2 here. Then 3, 4. Ah, where does 1 go in this column? It always has to go on a thermometer, which means it'll always go here. Where does 2 go? Well, 2 must go here. And now this is a 3, 4 pair, which seems fair game. 1 has to go in this column. It can't go here. It must go on a thermometer. This must be 1. Still missing 3, 5, 6. Ah, this couldn't be 4, 5, 6. That would break. But it can't be 2 and give us options. So it must be 3. This can't be 5, so it must be 4. And this can't be 6, so it must be 5. Now by Sudoku, 5 goes here. Then, where's 2 going to go? 2 must go here. And then, of course, 4, 6. It's just on the thermometer, even ignoring Sudoku. Then 1 goes here. This is 3. This is 3. This is 2, 6, which is resolvable. And then the 1, 1, 4 gives us that. Then 5, 2. Oh, 5, 2, 4, sorry. This can't be 4, so this must be 5, 4. 4, 4, 6, sorry, of course. What's greater than 5? Only 6 in this case. 4, this is 5 across here. Then we're still missing 3 and 2. This must be 3, this must be 2. And with this final digit placed, we have a 3 in the corner, but not a real 3 in the corner. 1 second. What have I done? Ah, did I flip-flop somewhere? 2, 4, 5. This should be 6, then this should be 3. Hmm. Where else have I duplicated? Let's see. That can't be the only place I've duplicated. Ah, double 4. How did I do that? This should be 3. That's the problem. And with that being 3, this would be 4. And now this needs to be 3. And sadly, there is no 3 in the corner here. And we finish off with a 6 in 12 minutes and 50 seconds with The Very Little Caterpillar by Philip Newman. Caught ourselves a little bit there at the end, but what is there to expect from this funky little Sudoku? But it was very cute. I'll be excited to see what the results of yesterday's stream were. I'll actually link that down below if you want to watch. Um, when I saw this puzzle, I checked to see how the stream went, and it was like 8 hours, like crazy, total craziness. But anyways, all that rambling aside, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.